Hi, now we're in Menominee Park. This is a beautiful park and we're right on the shores of Lake Winnebago. Today we have Jenny with us. She's our parks manager. Jenny, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm going to ask you a little bit about the park. You can tell me all about it.
Okay.
How big is the park?
The park is 109 acres.
And that's all right on the shores of Lake Winnebago?
Yeah.
It goes from Merritt Street all the way to what? Maybe New York?
It goes down past New York, all the way out to the North Point by the horseshoe out there.
Great.
Yeah.
And how long have you been working here?
I've been here full time for 7 years.
7 years, so
Yeah.
you've seen it in and out.
Yep, and I worked here as a seasonal before that, so I've been around for a while.
Good,
Yeah.
good. So what do you like best about the park?
Oh, the park, I mean, it's just a great place there's so much to do for different people, families, different ages, so nice days like today, it's just great to see all the people in the park using everything and having fun.
In the winter, is there much going on here?
We have a lot of walkers in the winter still that use the trails. There's 2.5 miles of paved trails that go all the way up to the north end. So we have a lot of walkers even when it's cold and icy and snowy. We have our big Celebration of Lights festival during the winter, so that carries through January 1st. And so yeah, it's still a busy place in the winter.
Good, good. And some of the activities, of course, one is the zoo. Can you tell us a little bit about the zoo?
Well, the zoo is open daily from 9 in the morning until 7:30 at night. It opens the first Saturday always in May, and it closes the last Sunday in September then. So it's open daily. Busy place. Kids like the zoo and see all the animals. And
recently you brought wolves in and I think elk, and aren't there some new things coming in too?
Yep, the elk is our newest exhibit, and in the works we're working on a bigger prairie dog exhibit. We're moving it to the other side of the zoo over by the maintenance building. And then our new future exhibit will be the river otter exhibit. So that'll be a pretty neat one.
Oh, that'll be neat. Otters are always pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's what we'll be starting on here soon. So.
Good, good. Then right across the street there's Little Oshkosh. Tell us about that.
Little Oshkosh was built by the community some, I believe about 12 years ago. It was a community project that everybody just came in and whatever they knew how to do, they helped out and build it. It's a busy place every day. School groups, you know, just kids with their families. The kids just love it. There's so much to do over there. So
just running around, climbing around.
Always crazy.
Getting crazy.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
How about the beach? Just beyond there, you have the beach. Do you use that a lot? A lot of people use that?
It is used if we ever have nice weather this year, but there's a bathhouse with showers and the toilets and stuff, and so people do like laying out there, you know, swimming. So on a nice day, it's definitely a busy place also.
I've noticed kayaks and little sailboats and sailboards launch their boats off there.
Sure,
Is that all right too? At the end
a
of
lot
Merritt?
of people do that down there. You know, sometimes the boat launches get pretty busy on the other end of the park, so smaller things like that they'll launch off by the beach. So
good, good. And then you have Miller's Bay.
Yeah.
That's where all the fishermen take off from?
Yep, we have our boat launch program, so there is a fee to launch the boats, and they launch from down there, and it's a pretty, you know, Rainbow's probably one of our busiest boat launches, and this is probably second. People like to launch down here, so it's kind of easy launches for them and things, so.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. What else happens around down here?
Well, we, like I said, we have the 2.5 miles of walking trails, which are used by, you know, bikers, rollerbladers, walkers. I mean, people really like walking out here along the water. We have the tennis courts. We have some lessons that happen daily out here that they do lessons or just free play. We also have the children's amusement area, which is where the train ride is. That's always a favorite of the kids. So that's over there, plus we have a carousel and a small whip ride for the kids. Over there you can actually also rent kayaks and canoes. We rent them, and the paddle boats and aqua bikes, which everybody loves the aqua bikes. So they just kind of go out in the lagoon and, you know, pedal around out there on a nice day. So
that's pretty neat.
Yep, so that's another place that people can come visit while they're out in the park.
Good.
We of course have the basketball hoops too, and so those are busy with the kids playing ball. So
good.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about all the beautiful flowers. Everywhere you turn around here, everything's just pretty. Do you do all that too?
Our forestry department does that. Our full-time employees, forestry department, they come out and plant them all, and then within the park here we maintain them and, you know, weed them and water them and things like that. So yeah, they definitely add to the park in the summertime. Once they get pulled out in the fall, it's kind of like, oh, where did all the flowers go, you know? So it's definitely a nice touch and brightens up the park.
Yeah,
in
you
the summer.
keep it up really nice. It looks really nice.
Well, good, thank you.
How about in the evenings? I noticed you've got baseball players here all the time.
Yep, we play leagues. They start Sunday nights through Thursday nights. There's no leagues on Friday and Saturdays, but all 5 diamonds this year actually are being used for league play. So that's another job that one of our seasonals does daily and keeps up and maintains the diamonds for league play. So
And is there concessions there and here at Menominee, or at the zoo, and plus at the
over by the
kids
Ball
area?
Diamonds, the concession stand is run by the Boys and Girls Club, so that's not something we do, but they do
that's
have
nice.
concessions during the game down there. At the zoo here, we actually have, this is now called the Lakefly Cafe, and we have a concession stand in there, also gift shops. We have all kinds of little zoo souvenirs and, you know, this popcorn, hot dogs, ice cream, all that stuff. So definitely a busy place in there. They come in and have a little treat before they go in the zoo. So
good.
Yeah.
When my kids were young, played soccer here. Do you offer soccer? Is that something you have?
That's one thing that they've kind of gotten out of. We don't have any, we don't have the goals down here anymore, and they don't really do much soccer play down here. I think that's pretty much moved out to the county for the most part.
Okay.
So that's the one thing we probably don't have here.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I think you have a beautiful park here,
Well,
and I
thank you.
appreciate the interview. And
Yeah.
let's go take a look at it.
Okay, sounds
Great.
good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.